Welcome to Beauty Butterfly. I am going to share a story. So this is a story time. Why do I have 3 Disney Dreamlight Valleys now? I had 2 and I gained an extra one. And I am about to tell you why I have a 3rd one. I love my 1st and 2nd valley. This valley that I am currently on right now, I downloaded a code for Disney Dreamlight Valley. So I was trying to use it for my 1st valley. It did not work, so it wouldn't go through because it said already purchased. So I was trying to get a hold of my friend that wanted to play Disney Dreamlight Valley, and we all thought it was going to come out free to play. So we already know all about that detail. So as I was trying to give them the code through Messenger, it was really weird because when I sent the message,
neighbor.
oh, it gets fascinating. One way it sucked because I sent him the code to the game, and obviously when I sent the code, behold, out of all times, somebody had to hack his messenger. So, as we go on, he had to make another account to get a hold of me. So I told his fiance what happened, and I didn't know if the hacker actually took the code. So what I had to do, my boyfriend told me before I do anything, download the code into my system. So I downloaded the code to make sure the game still worked, and the hacker didn't hack it or took the code. So later on that night, I made sure it was him. So we messaged, so to make sure I knew it was really him, I asked him like questions, cause like I know what video games he enjoys playing, and I know the game systems we have, and plus on top of that, I know for a fact that he would have told me this is what I have. So as the conversation went on, it got weirder and weirder. They said something about a cash app. And I'm like, what the heck? They're like, send me $50. And I was like trying to tell him before I knew
Good day to you.
it was a hacker. I was like, I gave you the code to the game. And the whole time it was this hacker. So that went on. I was getting annoyed because as soon as I knew it was the hacker, oh my word, it got very interesting real fast, because when it comes to people hacking my friends or family through a messenger and their stuff, I go at them. And so I told the hacker, because they're like, I was like, can I have your phone number? Then they asked me for my phone number. Then they're sending me links to this thing. We didn't open up the link. And they're like, can we please have the code? So I was like, what code? The code we sent you through the phone. So what I did next was, after a while when they kept doing that, I started sending them random numbers. And they're like, this code expired. It does not work. So I made up another fake code. So this went on for maybe 2 hours. And I literally gave them a weird code. I gave him a 666 with 2 other digit numbers on there. And he's like, I put it in right now. Code expired. I'm like, my gosh, I could mess with those hackers all day long if I wanted to. So as the time went on, my boyfriend had to tell me to stop because I could keep going with messing with the hackers. So, long story short, I got a hold of my friend and I told my friend I will buy him another copy of the version because this was supposed to be his copy, not mine. And I explained, and we did get a laugh out of it. So I did have to let people know that that one got hacked. So I know it's not funny to laugh at, but it was funny in a way because we're going back at it. And of course I feel bad that the game didn't go directly to my friend, but I can give it to him anyways. So I'm gonna buy him a gift card so he can download the game. I told him I'll video chat with him because I don't want that to happen again. It's not him that I don't blame. And it was just weird. Trust me, you know how your friends and family act. And with all that said, with the your family, you can ask not personal questions, but if say your best friend, a good question to ask them is, the best questions to ask them, oh, if it's one of your good friends, do you remember this from our childhood? Say do you remember the time when you were playing the Lion King together? And they'd be like, yeah, you always died and let me take control. Then you have you can either ask them their favorite color. As for me, I have great grandparents that had 19 children. So these are my great aunts and uncles. So there is 19. So as we go on with the thing, what happened, and I could ask them, oh, how many kids did our great grandparents have? obviously they're gonna tell me right off the bat of how many. Same like with family and friends. But it's just a really messed up situation. And yes, I do feel highly bad because this was supposed to be his valley, not my valley. So
Whoa!
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be sharing it with his fiance.
Wrong.
But it just like made me annoyed because it's like I paid like the money for it. Now, I also asked them the question, like, now knowing that this game wasn't gonna come free to play, I said, how does that make you feel? He said it did not bother him. And I told him that they do have the pay expansion that is $30. And I explained to him what was up. And he said, that's not a bad price. So he was in good spirits about it and the info. And he's totally excited to play the game, even though he was waiting for this game to come out free to play. I'm just happy that I can gift him the game. So that's the story time of what happened and how I ended up with this valley. Now, I made plans, well, since I got the third valley now, my plans are with this one is, when I get the dream snaps activated, watermelon. So obviously you do not get dream snaps until Vanellope's is in the thing. I'm not getting the star path because I'll just wait for December. So as you can tell, like, there is none. It's like, I don't know if some of this stuff is free. No. We're not going to spend moonstones. Okay. So, as you can tell, I'm not buying anything from the shop. Because I know it will rotate. I will probably get the star path. We're not going to try to buy moonstones. We might get one of these packs down the line on this one. But otherwise than that, as you can tell, let's go up this way. I know we need another colored gem. As you go up this way, I'm sure when the story goes along, Vanellope is gonna appear into the valley. Now, I may not get to get the expansion pass on here because, like, I want to know, like, now I'm curious with the star path because it's like, how is the star path gonna work? Because the new world tool is in the time rift to go. See, Vanellope's not in here yet. So we have to do those quests. But yes, that's what totally happened. So none of my valleys got messed up. All of my valleys are, my 2 valleys are the same. I just wanted to share the story of what happened with me and my friend with Disney Dreamlight Valley, because he was actually looking forward to playing this game. And since I didn't know when the free to play, he was asking when I was live streaming, and I kept telling him I don't know until they release the new info of Disney Dreamlight Valley, and they did. So in the end, it will work out. In the end, he will get the Disney Dreamlight Valley. Now, from all of us that are playing currently on Disney Dreamlight Valley, we have, obviously you guys saw William in my chat, and he thinks he doesn't mind the paid DLC, neither do I. For $30, it's not that bad. And I call him G-Dog, the one that's supposed to have the game. I explained to him, and he said that is a fair price as well. Then Matrix Jade, the one that comments in there, she plays Animal Crossing with us, Fortnite. So does G-Dog. And she got into Disney Dreamlight Valley. And I asked her the same thing. How do you feel that it is going to not come out free to play, and we have to pay the expansion? Kiku Choo Choo. And she sat there and said she doesn't mind it and she likes it, and she says she's glad that it's not coming out free to play. I'm just glad to see the community coming together and like not being so negative, being positive. And trust me, there is gonna be free content. If I didn't erase the, let's see, let me pick up this up real fast. That's not the roadmap. Alright, this is the roadmap of the paid expansion. Let's see what's underneath here. Okay, this one right here, this one is free. Now they have it breaking down. So December 5th, we are gonna get our first one. When Donald ship early spring, we're gonna get the second part of the expansion. And when Tiana comes in, that's when we get the last part of the expansion. So with the $30, one of the YouTubers broke it down. It kind of makes sense, because you're technically paying 10, 20, 30, $10. So that equals out to $30 for the expansion, and part of the expansion is probably going to last from like December for the first one till we get Mike Caselsi. Then we'll get the second one in early spring, and it will probably last till late spring. Then when the summer one of the roadmap update, we'll get that, and we'll see how it goes, how it plays out. So all in all, they made a good point on that. So we're gonna try not to buy the expansion. We're just gonna go with the flow, cause I want to see what's gonna go on with the free to play, what's not free to play. Like, is it gonna affect the star path or not? So, yep, that's the story of how I ended up with 3 valleys on Nintendo Switch. Because as soon as you pay for it digitally, besides the Cozy Edition, you cannot buy, like, upgrade it to the deluxe or anything like that. But I guess it is what it is, and this one I will keep you guys up to date with this one. So I guess this one will be my story time valley. So as the time goes on, this will be my story time valley. And I'm gonna try my best of not putting any money into this game unless if I decide to get the expansion. Otherwise than that, we're going to check everything out, what is free to play on here, how the star path is going to go about for the ones that do not pay for the expansion. Maybe it might change their minds on what they think of the game and where Disney Dreamlight Valley is gonna go. Because if you guys already paid for it, still keep playing it. And with the $30, if you do not want to pay for the expansion, you don't have to. I'm not gonna make this choice for anybody. You guys can make your full decision. But yes, I want to check out more of how Vanellope comes in and how long it will take you. I think that will help out as well. And with this one, I do not mind doing a Dream Snaps on this one or voting on the 3rd valley because this one does not really matter to me. My 2 focus one is my 1st valley and 2nd one. And we can see how it goes out from there. And that's the only time you will get to see me making a Dream Snaps for a new player, a new beginner, and all of that stuff. And you guys can see what they have to work with. Because obviously, once Vanellope, it depends what you have in your inventory to work with. Like as your decorations, like all of that is what I have to go off on. For clothing wise, if they have the outfits, this is all the outfits that I have to work with. So we can see what type of challenges that are for new players, and I can probably help. Maybe I can help new players with their Dream Snaps along the way, and we'll see how it goes from there. And like, there is moonstones in here. We can see it better over here. So I am gonna save the moonstones for December 5th. I will not buy any moonstones. I will not buy anything out of here unless if I really, really want it. I might get all the house skin, and I might get the this set right here. Whoops. So probably the house skins and stuff like that. But I'm gonna do it without putting any money in here unless if I want to buy the expansion. So I hope you guys enjoy the story time. Just be cautious with your family and friends. Make sure you keep them safe. If it does not seem like them, definitely find a person, either a family of theirs or your friend. Try to get a hold of your friend in another way. Talk to, like, if they have a sibling, let their sibling know or their cousin know, saying, hey, they got hacked. I just want to let you know so you can pass it on to them and they can take care of the problem and you can help them out. If they type something weird and it seems out of the norm, that means their messenger got hacked. Do not engage what the hacker is telling you to do if they're asking for money or they're trying to say, hey, did you hear about this new program? They'll start off, hi, how are you doing? And blah, blah, blah. And you just tell them, because they will say, hi, how are you doing? And normally you will say, I'm doing good, how are you doing? Then if it seems like they message you, oh, did you hear about this program that you can enter in? And blah, blah, blah. It'll be all fake. And you just sit there and ask them a simple question. Like saying, hey, what is your favorite color? And if they say like blue, then you know it's them. Or if you went to the movies, for example, like, say like, do you remember watching the first Pokemon movie in the movie theaters? If they do not reply back to you and reply back with that same message, did you hear about this program? Would you like to enroll? You know you're dealing with a hacker. That means you don't have to do what I do. I like to mess with them. I troll them. Basically, you want to get a hold of your family member, or if they have any brothers, sisters, or their cousins, let them know that they've been hacked. Even if it's their girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance, they're married, you got to let them know to pass it on. So that's how I ended up with the third valley. It was supposed to be his valley, not my valley. But I'm going to buy another version of the game and get him the game like I promised. Alright, that's the story time of how I got 3 valleys and my poor friend got hacked through Messenger. But in the end, it turned out well because I got to mess with the hacker and made fun of the hacker. And it made his day and it made him laugh. And it made me and my boyfriend laugh as well. And I will guarantee you I'll get the game for him. Alright, that's all for now. If you guys like my channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell for all notifications to stay up to date. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. All my links will be down and below. Bye for now.